Let's go, party people. You know I'm gonna keep them cranking. You know I'm coming. You know I'm coming. You know it's your man, content creator extraordinaire, 100 Pit Poppy. What's up, man? Salamu alaikum to the Muslims everywhere in the world, man. All my brothers and sisters, man. Shout out to the brothers and sisters in Syria that have finally got their freedom from the Assad regime. They have their own country back. You know, they called the Adhan at the masjid. They haven't been able to for that, man. That's a beautiful sight in Syria, man. Alhamdulillah to my brothers and sisters over there that finally taste freedom. For those of us that take freedom for granted, man, that's some serious implications. That's, alhamdulillah, man. All praises to the God for that. Real talk. But listen, man, I'm on here today to talk about something that's definitely near. I don't know if it's dear. I ain't gonna say it's dear to my heart, but something that's definitely near to my heart, man. And you know, on the podcast, gonna give it to you raw. Y'all know what I'm gonna do, man. Y'all know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna give it to you raw. So, I mean, I don't know if y'all been paying attention or if you heard. This could be in addition to if you haven't heard, since they knocked me off of Trail Bates, you know what I'm saying? But if you haven't heard about the 6 individuals in Red Onion State Maximum Prison in Virginia, in Wise County, Virginia, that have set themselves on fire. Have you heard about that? 6, and they said it's been 14 in the last 2 years. Brothers that's setting themselves on fire because of the racial discrimination, the correctional officers' brutality. They sicking dogs on these brothers. They got dogs biting these brothers. These brothers are not getting food. Their food is having maggots in it. Like, it's so crazy. And I know, because everybody know, I did 20 years, man, in the feds, man. I did 20 years, man, and I seen some horrendous shit, man. You know, so for these brothers to be setting themselves on fire to get attention from the outside, well, people that's never been incarcerated, you don't even understand that world. And, when I say understand, you should have some empathy, because a lot of people that ain't never been locked up, y'all don't have empathy or sympathy, man. Y'all be talking real reckless, like dudes wanted to go to jail. Like, I signed some papers that said, yeah, I'm going to jail just because I was out here hustling the wrong product or what have you. Crimes come in all type of categories and everything. So we can't just think everybody's a dope boy. I'm talking about me per se. What about if somebody do something to your child and you kill that person? People gonna lock you up. So, you gotta have some sympathy and empathy, man, for people that have been incarcerated. Because if brothers are setting themselves on fire in Red Onion State Maximum Prison, something terribly wrong is going on. I know from experience. I done went on hunger strikes in federal prison, man. I done been in riots against the administration where the National Guard came into a prison I was in, ready to shoot a nigga's ass down. All right, so I know if brothers are setting themselves on fire to get their attention to what's going on in Red Onion, we need to shine the light on Red Onion. Come on, man. Who sets themselves on fire? 6 people? Who sets themselves on fire? These ain't people that have psychiatric problems. When you got maggots in the food, when you got dogs biting inmates, and then you got to think, man, Wise County is in the middle of nowhere like a lot of these prisons are located. Because if anybody knows anything about real estate, a prison in your area brings down property value. Wherever a prison is at, property value goes down. Yes, any realtor, who the hell want to buy a house and raise kids if the prison is 5 miles down the street? Why do you think they put prisons in remote areas? So it's because that way, and the people there don't even really run it, but they get in with, we gonna hire everybody from your town, and so you got a whole town basically running these prisons. That's what it is. It's a whole town full of good old boys, mainly because they put these prisons in Appalachia, in rural Appalachia. What do you think Wise County is? You ever know what Wise County, Virginia? Look it up. Look it up. It's the Boondocks. So you putting a whole town to run this prison, man, which is predominantly people of color. and they got dogs biting them, who's going to go in there and see if the brothers are getting taken care of? All they do is send you to medical and give you an antibody and throw your butt in a hole till you heal up. Police beat your ass, they throw you in the chute, they throw you in the hole till you heal up, they break your jaw. I've seen it done. I've seen it done, man, and you got to navigate that thin-ass rope in there with them people, man, because a lot of them people ain't got nothing but a high school education, and they predominantly, why I said this, it's in Appalachia, whatever states it's in. Every state, the prisons are in rural areas. So this is your hiring force. This is where you hire from. And like I said, it'd be a lot of families that run a prison, so they can get away with everything. But if brothers is out here putting themselves on fire, setting themselves on fire, come on, guys. Come on, this news you can use. Like this is what I be talking about on the iCast. You know? And they might have ran a story in the news. I don't know if they did, but I know just like the black truckers getting killed in America, just like the human trafficking, ain't nobody really saying nothing. And parents and people walking around with blinders on, acting like shit ain't existing or going down. Like, 6 brothers have set themselves on fire in Red Onion State Maximum Prison in Wise County, Virginia. And that's not, listen, and that's just, unfortunately, that's not all that's going on. Not in Red Onion, but that's enough. That's enough. When brothers are setting themselves on fire, the last time I checked, I think the director of the Virginia Corrections, State Corrections is a black man. Like, you got to look into that, champ. You got, you know what I'm saying? Something has to be done about that. Like, them conditions are that horrid that people rather set themselves on fire and die than to be there and ain't nobody saying nothing. It's not getting no national press. It always gets press on the iCast. Yeah, don't let nothing slide. See, I told you, the iCast is a variety show. It's a little bit of everything on there. So I told you, it's like the old variety shows. It's going to be news you can use. I'm going to tell you what's really going on. All this old sugar-coated, candy-coated shit, we don't do that on the iCast. We don't do that on the iCast. I'm going to tell you, you know what I'm saying? But, yeah, we're going to talk about what's real, and that's real. Brothers setting themselves on fire. Did you hear that out in FCI Dublin, this is a federal women's camp, they are raping the inmates, the females. Yes, they closing down camps. They closed down I want to say Pekin, not the Oxford and Wisconsin. Dublin now is closed. They're closing federal prisons, and you know what the guards is talking about? How you gonna fire us right before the holidays? Y'all dudes is raping female prisoners. Don't nobody give a damn about no. That's how I tell you, man, how bugged out America is. You out there raping people that's serving time. You supposed to protect them, make sure they're housed adequately, but y'all raping them, and you worried about you getting fired and let off before the holidays? Come on, guys. Come on. This is wild, man. This is wild. When I ran across both of these stories on my timeline, I'm like, yeah, I'm going to set the week off. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to talk about them brothers and sisters that's behind the wall that don't nobody talk about. I still got brothers in there that I love dearly. I got brothers that I send money to, man. Like, yo, that's why I said you got to have some empathy and sympathy for people that's been incarcerated. Like, just because you have it, man, thank God you lived a very straight life, and kudos to you. But just because somebody been locked up don't mean they are animal or whatever you think they are. They don't deserve sympathy or compassion. Like, people setting themselves on fire in the state prison in Virginia, and they raping female prisoners in FCI Dublin out in California. They closing. This is the first time they didn't close federal, BOP didn't close joints. They closed Dublin, like I said, Oxford and Wisconsin. I think they closed Pensacola. I'm telling you, man, they closing joints. Yeah, that budget getting crazy, man. Let them people go, man, with them them long-ass sentences, man. Gave me 20 years, man. You ain't have no fucking evidence on me, man. Gave me 20 years, man. They called me with $12,000 and a fucking gun. How does 12 grand and a fucking Glock 19, whatever I had 17, equate to 20 years? Because I wouldn't rat. They ain't had no drugs or nothing, man. How the fuck a nigga don't get caught with drugs and get 20 years on a plea? That's all I needed to see about the criminal justice system. I saw it up close and personal for 20 years. And, if we out here in 2024 and brothers are setting themselves on fire. What's the governor going out in Virginia? Youngkin? Is Youngkin saying anything, doing anything? Like, this is wild. This is wild, you know? And the feds, they even wilder. They raping the sisters, the female. But they closing them joints down. At least they firing them and closing the joints down. And it ain't like they let, and the sad thing, they not letting these sisters go, these inmates go. They're just reassigning them to different federal joints. You get a transfer. It happened before. A prison closed down. They transfer you to another. Trust me, they got enough bunks for you to house you because they're making money. This is for profit. You know what I'm saying? The prison industrial complex is real. It's for profit. It's traded on the New York Stock Exchange. So that's all you need to know, man. But I'm gonna give it to you starting the week off. I know y'all hyped up over your little football, the Roman circus. Y'all know I just see the highlights, man. I don't know what's going on. Don't really care. So I was giving you some news you can use, man. Like, for real, this is sad. It's heartbreaking. Brothers are setting themselves on fire, man. Red Onion need to be shut down. All them brothers need to be transferred out of there to other facilities in Virginia, man. That joint need to be shut down. If they going that hard there, the inmates are setting themselves on fire. Come on. You see what they did in the federal prison, FCI Dublin. They closed that joint out in California. Yeah, they closed and then they fired them dudes. Yeah. You out here raping women. Like, are you serious? And those that wasn't involved in the rape, they were reassigned to other federal prisons. They kept their jobs, which they should, but anybody that's raping, man, you're an animal. Like a job, and it's before Christmas. You don't never need to work again, man, for real. But, man, so I just wanted to touch on them two things to start the week off, man. You know your boy got finished out of his little jail bed on YouTube, but we'll be back, man. Hey, and my subs is going up. Listen, I got to address one sub. He done joined Blackville. You know, he got on there talking crazy. Like I tell you, man, we can agree to disagree, but we ain't gonna never disrespect each other. And once you fly off the handle one time talking reckless to me, you on the Blackville, champ. So I hope you enjoy it there with the other people that go to Blackville. I'm gonna keep it classy, man. Ain't nothing gonna be ratchet on the oddcast, man. You know what I'm saying? We gonna keep it like that. I love spirited debates, man. You know, I love the comments. You know, I love the interaction. You know, I love when people don't agree with my point of view. That's the beautiful thing about meeting other intelligent beings, supposedly. But you get on there and get to talking reckless and all that, you went to Blackville. So you go talk to everybody in Blackville, because you won't never be on the Oddcast again, champ. But yeah, so in the meantime, between time, I want y'all to check into them two stories, man. Them raping the female sisters out in Dublin and BOP closing prisons, federal prisons. And the brothers in Red Onion State, Max joining Virginia and Wise County, Virginia, setting themselves on fire. You know, get in touch with that, man. You know, have some sympathy for them brothers, man. Hopefully they can get all that straightened out, close that joint down. They don't even need to be running, man. So, yeah, man, I'm going to get up out of here, man. I got some fruit cutting to do. You know, I got to drop about 10 more pounds, man. Yo, I got a birthday coming up in a couple weeks, man. I'm going to be like them Instagram models and OnlyFans. Yo, hit my Cash App. It's in the link on the YouTube. Go to the Oddcast. It's on there. Hit my link. Hit my Cash App, man. I'm a couple weeks, man. I'm going to be 54, man. Hey, so, yo, till we rap again, man, which will be soon. Hey, y'all be safe out there. Hey, I love you and thank you for the support. And you know your boy going to keep rocking. Deuces.